What's going on, guys? I'm back, and finally I've done the Descent Easter egg. Well, actually no, I've done this before, but I finally got it all recorded. It took me quite a while. When I mean quite a while, it didn't really take me a long time. But then it feels like a few weeks ago I did Carrier. I think it was a few weeks ago, or it was like a month, I don't know. I'll have to check it. And when I mean it took me a while, I've done probably like 10 attempts. Or probably not even that, probably like 20 since I finished Carrier. And this Easter egg is the most like tedious when it comes to solo. When it comes to like co-op, the most tedious one is probably Outbreak. But this one is the tedious one for solo, and it's just I'm just happy I finally got it done, all recorded for you guys, and it's just a good thing that I finally got it done because I can move on to other stuff and I don't have to worry about any more Easter eggs. And so, yep, if you could like these videos, it will help me out and I will appreciate it, and also hit that subscribe button today, it will surely help me out. And yep, let's see what the Easter egg is all about. So the first step in the Descent Easter egg is obviously this obviously isn't the first step, but mainly acquire your exosuit, because you're gonna get to the bit where you get your exosuit. And at this point I kind of fucked up because I collected that credit machine, which I thought it was going to give me 100 because I don't really get lucky with that, but I got lucky then. And that was good because it gave me £1,000. But the bad thing was I was on a race against time to get the AMR9, because you have to shoot 3 of these valves, like that valve up there. There's 3 of them, and I tried punching it to see if punching it worked, but it doesn't. And I'll show you, obviously all the 3 locations will show you, and you shoot them until that green, I think it's blue or green light, I think it's blue light actually, until that blue light flashes on, well not flashes but comes on. And once you shoot all these until the light comes on, you'll see the 2 yellow doors that were on the left hand side. They will open and there'll be a computer in there, like a computer monitor in there. And what you have to do with a computer monitor is you have to hold X at it, and it will talk for a bunch of stuff. It will talk for a bunch of stuff about your past, like for example the characters you are, like Lilith, Khan, Decker and Oz. Obviously I'm playing as Lennox here, but it just remembers it in Oz's memory. It's just, I don't know, this storyline's pretty complicated. Still not as complicated as Treyarch's, but that's what makes Treyarch's storyline better. And yeah, so here we go.
Memory testing records on subjects Lilith, Decker, Khan, and Oz are encrypted. Do you wish to override?
Hold X again.
Where did all my bullets go?
Access denied. Don't quit your day job.
Beep beep boop boop beep boop boop boop. I hate you, Angie. This is gonna take some time.
Power has been restored to the title generator.
It's on.
Oh my, what a quandary. I can't help, but you gotta help me first. I want all the
need ammo.
facilities power routed to this room.
Hey Oz, if you can hear me, we're coming for you. It's not gonna be pretty.
I know why you're here. You think I'm too dangerous. You're right.
And so after that dialogue, it turns out you have to shut off the security from the outside. And when I mean the outside, I don't mean the outside as in like at the starting room or where Exo Health is. I mean outside in the water. And if you guys play a campaign, this next step might be pretty obvious. Like, it was pretty obvious for me because I've played the campaign. I've completed all the achievements in the campaign, the veteran, everything. And So yeah, once I get to this next part of the step, I will come back.
Find you
Okay, I'm at the next part of the step, and this isn't the bit where I was telling you about, like, if you played the campaign, you'll know about it. You'll get an idea of what you need to do after I show you this. So what you got to do is, there's a door on the left, like, if you go through here, you can go through the other side obviously, but there's a door there, and you have to hold X on the door, and it says depressurizing, and it takes forever to depressurize. It's like using the hacker on the doors in Moon. Remember the hacker? It got the doors like super cheap for you, no matter what door, and it was like 200 points per door, but it took forever to actually like hack the door. But fortunately for us, the door actually saves your progress. You can actually hold X on there again, and all your progress that you did before you let go will come back like this. There you go. All my obviously it doesn't save it across games. It only saves it across like in the same game. Like, I think, or I don't know why I'm saying that. I think it's practically obvious it will do that. And all you have to do is just like train a couple of zombies around the lounge, and then they'll get pretty confused, and then you can buy yourself some time to open the door. Not too shabby. At this point I thought I wasn't going to get the door open until you got here, so I decided to kill him, and then I thought I was so close, so I'd just like keep depressurizing it. I eventually depressurize it, and now this is the part of the step where I said if you played the campaign, you'll know what to do next. So yeah, once I get what I need, I'll come back with the next part of the step. Okay, so I've finally got the Goliath suit. Anyone who has played the campaign and doesn't have any clue what this Easter egg is, clearly would know by now. And also I got the blunderbuss, and it's probably the perfect weapon to have in this map, because it's really strong, and an upgraded one can probably get you past like round 20s if you're lucky with full reloads and that lot as well. And also you'll need sleight of hand for it. And so the next part of the step is, like in campaign, there's a level where you can actually go underwater with a Goliath suit, and yeah, it's the last level, I think, Terminus, and it's the one where you kill Irons, and all you have to do is go into the door, hold X, and then and it will open the other door on the outside, and you can walk out freely. Well, I say walk out freely. There's a set path where you have to go to turn off the security, but you might want to be quick here, because you still have your time with the Goliath, which means if you go AFK and you forget to pause it, when you come back you may not be alive. You may not even be in the game. And yeah, so make sure you either pause it or just don't go AFK out there. And once you hold X there, you'll be able to come back and do the next part of the step. Like he says there, he's preparing something for your next round, and I'll just quickly show you what that next part is, since it's coming up right here. And the next part is something called a drone challenge, and I think it's pretty obvious what it is now. You have to find and destroy drones that spawn around the map. Only one spawns at a time at this point, but I will do a drone location. I think it can actually be anywhere, like anywhere around the lounge, the reception, the lounge, the reception, the spa, and I don't know what they call it, the main hall, the main hall kind of place. I don't know what it's called, And yeah, I'm gonna find a second drone, just pretty much give you a little bit more of an example. And it's this step, the blunderbuss is really good for this step since it's high damage, can actually take out a drone within like 1 or 2 shots. And I think one of them takes me 3 shots, but that's because of the range. Just make sure you're really close. And so I'm looking for drones, and there's one there, and so I take out this one, and when I come back, I'll come back once I'm on the last one, and I'll show you what happens next. And so I finally found the last drone, and like I said, I think this is the one, yeah, this is the one that takes like 3 shots to take down, but obviously because of the range. Right there it says challenge success. And also I forgot to tell you, if you fail to get all the drones before the zombie dies, or zombies die, zombies die, then you will have to do the challenge again the next round. And right there is a capacitor, I think it's called a capacitor, but I'm just going to call it a battery, a capacitor battery thing, I don't know. And yes, I get rid of the Trident, but I needed a point gun, and the MP11's probably the best wall buy point gun there is. So I just decided to pick up the MP11, and this capacitor, you need to charge it with EMZs. Yeah, this is where I get annoyed with this Easter egg. What you gotta do is you've gotta let EMZ shock you near the capacitor. It will start to charge the capacitor, and also be careful with this step because obviously you have to let them shock you, and you can't, and obviously you're gonna lose your exo jump with it. So make sure that you're pretty prepared for this before you actually go for it. And yep, and once all the EMZs have charged the battery, I'll come back with the next step.